Welcome you guys to the Row Wrestling Podcast. Thank you guys for coming in. We have a strong 9 viewers. I promised that if we get 8 in here, we would start early. And this is the fastest start, so thank you guys for coming in really early. Today we have some special people in here. Some very special people. They've started their own clothing brand from the bottom up and working through their belief in the indie scene in Row Wrestling. I'm your host, The Future. That's my old username on the logo. Sorry, guys. And welcome your boys, Defend Wrestling Indy. Give it up for these guys.
Hello.
We have a complication. Speaking for these guys is JaiBird and Jessie. We also have TMB in here, but his mic is broken, so one of us will, all of us will probably have to pitch in and help them out with, talking and communicating with us. But thank you guys for joining me in the Discord call today.
RIP his mic. He broke it this morning, I think, actually.
RIP TMB's mic. Put RIP in the chat. RIP in the chat.
Yeah, everyone send this man a mic for Christmas.
Honestly. But so we're gonna start. How did you guys come with the idea to do the clothing group and to sponsor everyone who really wants to be in this game and really wants to influence?
I think basically speaking for everybody here, that we were all just really good at typing GFX, Tron makers, and we all decided that we should all pitch in on something great. Like a change in wrestling, because everybody wants to buy Trunks brand or Rosie apparel, but it's not that anymore.
Yeah, this sounds really good. That's actually a really good answer, because everyone wants to be Trunks, everyone wants to be Rosie's, but you guys are straying away and doing this differently. And that's honestly something to look at.
I mean, yeah, honestly, to me, it's like all they ever think about is, oh, we need more Robux. Oh, we need better designers. But it's never about the quality of the clothes that they make, in my opinion. And Defend Wrestling Indie is all about the quality of the clothes and putting indie wrestlers' names out there, putting whatever out there that we need to promote.
Yeah, you guys are bringing some real authenticity. That's honestly very important, because most people are forgetting that comes to having fun whenever you're doing this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, most definitely, attire making is fun by itself because it's something to do, and it takes my creativity off of it.
Anyway, let's get to the next question. Well, we are locked in. We are now taking questions from you guys. Ask your questions. We will be going off a couple of base topics that we discussed over, but ask your questions now. We are now locked in. But before we ask our questions, I got one more topic for you guys before we actually start letting everyone ask us questions. How do you feel about RP and Clean's divide, and do you think that they should be able to come together and be one again?
You mean attire aspect or fighting or the whole communities?
Fighting.
I mean, RPs had their way with on the mic skills, typing fast, something that us clean wrestlers don't have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I would rather let TMB speak for this since he's only RP wrestler here.
Honestly, because I know personally, I believe in everyone coming together and everyone making one thing like Row Wrestling used to be and RP used to be, coming together for fun instead of all the toxic and hate. And I can use one example, haters coming into the podcast. I love everyone, even the haters, gonna be honest. But if you're gonna hate on the podcast, then why are you here? Hold on, I'm gonna take a short break.
And we have this man dog fighting his dogs.
Excuse me for breaking off. Okay, we are back for the podcast, and
What's
now
up,
I'm going to take
Domino?
questions from everyone in the chat. We have the first question from Austin Cool Kid. Thank you for tuning in. We have thoughts on UCW.
UCW?
Yeah, UCW.
I don't know what that is. That's my thoughts.
Oh God, it is AJC's Fed.
I've never been to it. I mean, I've been out of wrestling for like 4 months now. I just came back like literally a couple weeks ago, so I wouldn't know. But Team B saying that it's an overall pretty good Fed. He can't speak, so I'm speaking for him.
I think the Fed is doing really good, and I'd love to sponsor it, to be honest. Hit me up. I know the owner's agency, and I'm pretty sure he's in this chat right now. Hit me up, bro. I want to sponsor. Anyway, we're going to go to the next one. RWI. I don't even know if this is really a question, but I guess I'll still answer it. How did you get such a lovely logo?
For you or us?
I think it's for both of us. I don't even know.
Ladies first. I'll go first.
I'm not no lady, bro. I got the most amazing girl voice in the world, but I ain't no lady.
Women have rights too.
All right, we got Oh, wait, no, my bad. Answer first.
Honestly, I think you would agree with me when it comes to like picking a logo or whatever. It's not something everybody's gonna like. It's something that you like. So just do something that you like and not what you think the masses.
All right, so TMB's answer, I'm going to read this. And this is the answer to the last question. He said, let me answer this. I'm the UCW CEO. And so UCW is, as a whole, is a pretty good Fed overall. And he's been in UCW since the beginning. And then he also answered this question for himself as well. He said, Jay made the lovely logo. I agree.
Let me just flex real quick. Like, it feels pretty good.
All right, so the next question that we have is Flame Plays asking us, oh my god, when is your next Fed sponsors?
Actually, our next sponsors, whenever anyone wants to send in. I mean, we got like 2-3 applications today, but we haven't got around to reading them because we've been making the tires for our next, like, I guess, line of clothing that we're gonna put out, which you guys should buy. So yeah, whenever you want to send an application, that's what it is.
And then I guess I'm gonna answer this too. All you need to do is shoot me a DM. Let me just put my username, and I'm gonna make an email. And I already have an email for this account. I'm gonna pull that up real quick. That way you guys can have it and message me. Message me whatever you want. To be honest, any feedback, any important messages that you'd like to give me, just like throw it out there. Cause that's what I'm here for. I'm here to like get stuff from you guys and like actually understand what can I be doing better and what can I do this, what can I do that, So I'm gonna grab my email soon and pull that up for you guys and give it to you guys. Also, let me put my Discord in there too. You're right. Gotta put my Discord in there. Oh wait, no, I can't put it in there right now. I will put it in a whole poll later. Alright, we have looking. Alright, so Flame Plays, he's like, are there any feds that like you guys are like actually like looking to sponsor?
I'm not the one that makes the business decisions. Team B is. So question for them.
Alright, I'm looking in chat right now. In TMB, he's saying, We are looking to reach out and sponsor feds as Ion Wrestling and OTXW. Now, we've been leaving Jessie hung and dry, and I believe he needs a question.
Sorry, I'm back.
Ooh, okay, Jay. This question's for Jessie. Jessie, how do you manage your time as an attire creator to like sustain yourself and make attires at a good period of time? Because I know how it feels to be an attire creator and how stressful it can be. What's black sounded like? I'm dead. Going back in the chat. Alright, we didn't get an answer yet, but we got TMB answering a question that he saw. It says, what can we expect from Defend Wrestling Indy? And he said, a partnership with Bella Funk. That's what you can expect. Sounds good, sounds good. Alright. Austin Cool Kid has another question. I got a question. What Fed, in your opinion, is the best uprising Fed?
In my opinion, it's RWI. Because just they're above everybody else. Like, they have their own YouTube channel, they have live commentary, all of this other stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like they have all the aspects that the pro feds don't have, but they have them. So, and they have like a great roster. So if they would bring that like and put more effort into it, I think they're like the next breakout thing.
I think an upcoming Fed that I honestly really do like is UCW, plugging it again. Very nice Fed. Gone to it a couple times. And then the new one that's on the rise, the Pro Wrestling X. Pro Wrestling X is amazing. Pro Wrestling X is amazing.
I mean, I've never been to it, but I'll take your word for it. Who's the owner, actually?
Who's the owner? Which one?
Pro Wrestling X.
I do not know, but it's been on the come up. But yeah, Zane wants to come in, but we can't let him in. We have security outside, so he's not getting in this chat anytime soon.
Yeah, there's like 5 really big guys like outside of my room right now, so I wouldn't try.
Yeah, like honestly, we have the hardest security in here, so he's not breaking into our podcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're from Atlanta too, so they're
like honestly. Anyway, next topic. Well, actually, we have one more question before we get into the next. Until we get into the next one, it says Terry's asking his own question, but this is a podcast that he's in. Okay, how long did it take Jay to make logos so sleek?
Honestly, for me, it's like an average logo, like the one you see on the screen right now. The bottom one, it took about like an hour at most. It's just over 4 years, and just what I love doing. I love designing stuff. So it's just like a quick pastime to do because I got out of school actually to make logos. I'm trying to make a living out of it. So I'm putting all my effort and time into it.
But yeah, it seems really good. Like honestly, what everyone's doing now with all the sponsors, it's freaking awesome. It's honestly,
bro, it's gonna change wrestling in general. I'm telling you, like, it's gonna change wrestling.
Hold on, I'm hearing something at our front door, like in our podcast room right now. Hold on.
Bro, they still at the door or like no?
I think there is something at the door, like for our at our podcast. So I'm gonna keep going.
What's up?
What the?
I'm in this now.
What the? Zane?
Bro, I'm in this now, bro.
What are you doing?
Bro, I'm in this, bro.
How did
Bro,
you
he's
even get
in
in
it.
here?
Bro, he just got in. He's in it.
I'm in this now. What the?
Then you over here watching your own you over here watching
Bro,
it too. Like, what are you doing?
Bro, I hit this podcast with this crossover 11, bro.
I don't understand how you got in here.
Bro, I hit this.
Watching your own. Like, you're still watching the podcast while you're on it. Like, it makes no sense.
Bro, I had to.
No, you make no sense. Like, how would you get in here?
Bro, I had
This is supposed to be an exclusive set, and you're in. How did she get in here?
Bro, what?
Now we have Vogan here, Zane, Jay, everyone's in here. What the heck? We have no security. We have no security at all.
Shout out to ECW, Justice League. Shout out to Zane.
Wow, can you shout me out too?
I guess we're all in a podcast. I mean,
Shout out to Bella Funk as well.
okay, I guess this is a whole podcast now where it's like a whole bunch of people. So let me just update you guys for everyone that's like losing their minds. We have Arabella, we have Zane, we have JaiBird, Jessie, and TMB and myself. That's 6 people in one podcast. This is kind of very unsettling. Then we have 11 people in here. The highest that we've ever had is 14. You guys broke the highest record. Thank you guys. But still, how did you get in here?
I think I got added by someone.
I guess Zane's fireball has breached the firewall.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for real.
Yo, what?
Like,
Oh,
okay,
no.
I'm just gonna continue. I mean, I guess there's nothing I can do. So now I guess everyone's gonna have to answer the questions. Is everyone cool with that?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Zane, you being here and ECW on the rise. How do you feel about your women's division and how's it growing so far?
Well,
Ooh,
from
that's
the
a good
women
question.
division, going from only 12 people last year to now about 130, and plus our 2 women events in a row. I like the way it's going. I'm building it to get bigger and better.
How do you feel about your women's division and how's it growing so far?
Yo, this echo I'm getting is like amazing.
Honestly.
Bro,
Anyway,
it's making my day.
so we have another question from TMB, but he's in the Discord. He says, does ECW want a DWI sponsorship?
That's a good question.
Wait, what's a DWI? I heard of it, but
It's the sponsor that's on the
Wow.
podcast. I'm dead.
I heard of it. I'm just saying, like, oh yeah, man, sure, dude.
Zane, you're such a heel.
We're actually playing heels in real life. Okay. This question is for Aurora. Also, before we get into the question, thank you guys for 16 watching now. This is amazing. I never thought we'd reach this point. I thought that we'd just keep being at like 7 and 8. Now we're actually at 16 people. Thank you guys. Next question. Aurora Bella, you're in here now, which I don't understand how you got in here, especially after Zane got in here.
I got added by someone. I don't even know his name. Shout out to Justice League though. Like, oh. Okay, carry on.
Anyway, Bella Funk releasing the new tops that they have. Go buy them now if you're a woman.
Yeah,
and
I've got Midnight Tropics in the crop top, and then I've also got another crop top called Tropics as well. I'm working on a bodysuit. I expect another crop top drop tomorrow. Yeah.
I have a question for you, actually, Aurora.
Uh-oh.
When's the
Okay.
men drop coming? Because I'm trying to buy some merch.
Oh!
Very soon, actually. Very soon. Very soon.
Can I get a time frame?
Time frame, I'd probably say, probably give me about a month, I'd say, like mid-December time.
Yay, we get Christmas drops near my birthday. I'm joking. All right. You know what you guys did? We're in a great group now because you want to know what we just did?
What do we do?
Yeah.
We just hit 20 people watching as of right
That's
now.
like my whole friend list on Facebook.
I'm so happy right now. We just hit 20 people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Oh my god. But one thing that I need you guys to do while you're tuned in, subscribe. Give us a subscribe. That way we don't have to send everyone invites whenever we start. That way you guys will just know whenever we start and turn on that little bell. Thank you guys for tuning in still. Next question is for everyone in here. That is, so APRW released someone today.
Ooh.
They released someone today. They released Xena. How do you guys feel on that? I'm gonna read the tweet out to everyone because I want to be really fair. I'm not going to diss anyone. I want to be really fair to this whole situation because it's really wild. Like, I don't think I've seen Unstable Kin.
Yeah, I feel like this is a question for me. Well, let me just like make myself a cup of tea and then I'll get back to you.
All right, so we're going to the first tweet. He said, and this was at 10:59 this morning today. He said, I think it's about time to do this at the Xena Sacks. Since coming to APRW, you have tagged most of my wrestlers on a personal level, and I cannot accept the negative energy that you're spreading from my shows.
Yeah.
From this point, you're fired from APRW.
Yeah, not being funny,
That's
but
crazy.
this should have been done a while ago.
She deserves it, to be honest, for like the disrespect and stuff.
Xena,
She did more, but like I don't want to say what she did, but like yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm going to speak on the
situation.
situation.
Me.
Oh, oof, my bad.
And my family as well. So, honestly, like, I still have a bit of
sadly, like, I got a dip because, like, I got ECW in, like, 9 minutes. So, like, yeah. Like, it was chill being here, bro.
Good stuff, Zane. Have a great show.
Thanks, bro. Peace. I'll message you after.
Also, never break into my podcast again.
Okay, man. I love you so much. No
love you
homo.
too, bro. No homo. Anyway. No homo, bro. Anyway, let's continue with that question.
Okay, so basically, me and Xena had beef in the past, and she's, like, said a lot of hurtful comments to me, and then she's mentioned my family as well, and she even mentioned my grandma. I don't really want to talk about it much, but she said disrespectful things, and to be honest, like, I've never once, like, disrespected her, but she has apologized for it. However, obviously, like, it hurts, like, when people mention, like, people's families. Like, I just feel like people shouldn't do that.
I agree.
Like, I get if it's kayfabe, but you don't mention family. Like, that is completely out of kayfabe, and that, like, that just takes it way too far.
I mean, at that point, it's just attacking someone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Then, with me, she talked about my mom, my father, and my mom are split. She also talked about my stepdad. And it comes to a very, very, very strict point with that. Because you cannot, like, just be rude and then expect kindness. It's kind of going into the Kylie situation, where Kylie was getting fired from almost every Fed because of her toxicness and because of being rude. It comes back in that situation that the things that you do will come back to bite you if it's terrible.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, if you're nasty oh my god, if you're nasty to someone, like, you've got to, like, expect backlash. However, like, I'm not comfortable to, like, you know, talk down to someone else just because they do it to me. But I just feel like that doesn't solve anything. I just kind of feel like ignoring them is probably the best policy. So, you know, they can't, like, add fuel to their fire. So, like, if they're talking crap about you and you talk crap about them, you're giving them more ammunition to talk crap about you.
Honestly,
that's just how I feel.
And like we're saying, we're all just speaking the truth on this topic. No one personally is speaking out on this because they hate Xena. She may have done things to us,
right.
or as recently exposed, he may have done things to us, but we're still staying biased and we're still sticking true to our opinions. No one said that we hate him. No one said that we disrespect him. But right now, we just have to be as honest as we can be. And on this podcast, I wish Xena the best career that he can have at this point, because as of now, being exposed, being kicked from APRW, the biggest Fed, that sends tread lines to wherever you go after this. So you got to be safe.
I mean, like, I do wish Xena the best, and, like, I don't wish her, like, any, like, harm. Yeah, I feel like that's all I can really say. Like, I don't want to, like, talk down to her, but I do wish you the best in the future.
Yeah, but I think we're going to take a couple questions from the chat, and we will end. But before I do that, Terry was saying some things in the chat about this topic. He said he was speaking out on it. He said TMB, he honestly was glad that Xena was released due to her harassment against people in their darkest hours. And
including
then
him.
he also said, Vogue, I feel for you. My mother passed away a few weeks ago, and Xena took advantage of that and harassed me for it. And I quote, drop dead like TMB's mama, that Xena said.
You see, like, things like that, it's just unnecessary and, like, it's uncalled for. Like, we're all fighting on an online game just for fun. Like, we're all in the same community. Like, why do other people, like, feel like disrespecting someone else for, a bit of clout or relevancy? Like, it's disgusting. I'd never do that.
What is she getting from it? There's
Honestly,
nothing to gain from it, but like people being salty at her and wanting to expose her for exposing her. I mean,
like, what do you get from that other than people not liking you and not appreciating you for what you've said? And honestly,
even if it's clout, it's negative clout.
Honestly, a message I have to send to people who do that, like earlier, we had a hater in our chat, or named what was her name? Kalani Heikler was hating on us yesterday on one of our old podcasts, and I like to address that. You can hate. I give you a free opinion. You don't have to like my podcast. But it's the fact that you keep coming into my streams and pretending to act like you're a fan and then still hating. Like, take your toxic behavior somewhere else. I'm here. I want to be as positive as I can be. You see why I'm trying to bring more podcasts to you guys, because you guys keep coming in and watching it. And I honestly do appreciate you guys, because you guys are one of the best fan bases that someone who, like, honestly, I didn't think I could get this. I never thought I'd hit 20 people watching me talk about a game. Like, it's so important to me, and I really do honestly thank you guys for that. But if you're going to be toxic and come in the chat and, like, be really rude, I don't think you should be in this chat, because we're trying to spread positive vibes.
Right, and, like, at the end of the day, like, I'd say a good 90-95% of your viewers actually do, like, spread positivity. And I just want to add, like, if you want to do a number 2 podcast with me, feel free. Just, like, message me or something.
In the chat, put Vogue number 2 if you want another Vogue podcast, because that podcast was actually really good. Thank you to the fans who hit us 50 views in one day. That was amazing, honestly.
I feel like if the podcast with me again got more recognition, like you sent it to more people, then we actually, like, put a time on it, I feel like more people would probably have joined. It's kind of rushed, so I mean, like, we can do another podcast or something soon.
Yeah, we're gonna take a couple of more questions from you guys. So questions are now open again. We're only gonna take a couple, and then we're going to leave these guys to it. Thank you, Descended King, for saying that our podcast is go. I honestly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Terry has a question for you, Vogue. He's probably typing it in our chat right now. So let's.
Yeah, so, like, you that don't know me, like, I'm Aurora Bella on Roblox, so. If guys didn't know in the stream.
We got a question from Terry Brunk, who says, out of these 3 attack makers, I'm pretty sure he's talking about in the call, who does Vogue think is the best?
Oh, why'd you put me on the spot like this?
I didn't ask the question. That's Terry.
Okay, so personally, like, I don't really rate people when it comes to clothing designing. You know, if you can actually make them yourself and, like, you know that you've not copied it from other people, that's talent. So I'd probably say all of you are exactly the same, because you make your attires yourself, like, you don't copy it from other people. So yeah, I'd say all the same.
All right, we have another question from JaiBird, and I think it's towards me. Question: why did you start this podcast? I started it.
Why are you talking like that?
What do you mean? I do this sometimes. I don't know why. It's weird. Like I get into my podcast mode, get into that podcast voice. Anyway, why did you start your podcast? I started because, to be honest, it was just more so like I wanted to do something where anyone could be on it, relevant or not, small or not, anything. Anyone can be on it. Honestly. And I just wanted to do something that like made people feel good. Future, like I would have said, what is with the accent? I don't know, okay? Okay, we have another question from Mossfield. Plays generic podcast question of a wrestler's opinion on Mossfield.
I'll go
This
first.
is to all of us, I guess. Okay, you guys go first.
He's my dad. He's an amazing person. I just wish he was a better wrestler.
Oh.
No shots.
That was a shot.
Okay.
No, that was no shots.
Okay.
All right, I'll say something then. Mossfield, like, is like one of my best friends. Like, he inducted me in the Hall of Fame at DXW in 2017. He's always been like a good friend, very supportive. Got a lot of love for him. Yeah, he's like one of my best friends. And he's a go in his own way, and I expect big things from Mossfield because he's very underrated.
All right, we have another question. Question for me. What do you think about the DWI x Bella Funk partnership? All I gotta say is there's gonna be heck a bunch of good clothes and a lot of good stuff coming from this partnership. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff. We have another question by Terry. Oh God. Moss. Actually, that isn't even a question. Like that was asking someone in the chat a question. Okay, so rip my question. What was your question? Let me see. I'm gonna look up. Oh, question. Will you only sponsor Shino at the moment?
What is his name?
Descended King.
Are you gonna sponsor more superstars apart from Chino?
Basically.
I mean, yeah, it's just we have to expand and people have to send an application, you know what I mean? Like, it just takes time to set everything up.
Yeah. As I say, like, any business, like, it takes a while to set up. It's like doing one step at a time. Like, what I'd say to you, like, my advice would be don't rush anything, take time on it, and make it as good as you can yourself. And I wish you all the best.
No way. I'm like, honestly, everyone will ask me like, how did you do all this and do all that? I started this stuff 8 months ago and I'm just now starting to get noticed for it. So you just gotta, it just takes time to adapt, man. It just takes time to get up there. So, if I may, a quick announcement. I will be doing a special, I might even do 3 podcasts today for you guys. We have hit 32 subscribers.
I don't mind doing a podcast again.
Congratulations.
We are doing it big.
Yeah, and congratulations.
Thank you guys for everything, all the support that you guys give me. I think this is the time where I'll start sponsoring some of you guys. So, that's actually not even my reward. That's what I really want to do, but I think I should do a gift. I'm a current attire creator, and I'll be doing a giveaway. I'll be putting everyone who's recently subscribed, also everyone who is subscribed, I'll be putting their name in an app of mine that's like switches around and draws. And on probably my 3rd podcast, if I do 3 podcasts today, or my 2nd podcast, I will be shaking or like clicking the button and generating 3 winners to get a free attire from me. And if it's not free, then like if you don't have BC and you can't upload it yourself, then it will be 5 Robux. So it'll be a small price to pay for a really good attire. That is my gift to you guys for giving me so much support, coming in and watching every day. And I think that's it.
I mean, I just want to add, like, I'm so proud of you. Like, I've seen you, like, in the days, like, where you couldn't make good attires. Like, you proper, like, struggled to do it. And just seeing, like, your work now, like, you know, you're making really good, like, decals and, like, running feds. And you're just multi-talented, and like you're just doing more and more stuff, and I couldn't be any more happier for you right now.
Thank you so
And
much.
I would like to add on to what you said. Um, DWI would also be making an entire film so too, and we'll fund them if you can.
So yeah, I think that's it today. But anyone who wants to see another Vogue freaking podcast, I'll be looking at the comments. Go to her podcast and type in the comment section Vogue for number 2. Anyone that you want to be in another podcast, if it gets enough likes, like probably like 5 likes, 10 likes. If it gets enough likes, we will do another one. So go to any one of your past podcasts if you want another one, even on this one. And thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an amazing podcast. I honestly love you guys so much. Thank you. And
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. I know I kind of
broke in. Yeah.
But, you know, what's the podcast about Aurora Bella?
Also, you owe me money because I got copyrighted for the last one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I got copyrighted. I used the Brie Bella theme from WWE and got copyrighted. So like they own all the revenue that I'm getting right now from that video, and I don't even want the revenue. Like, it's hilarious. But thank you guys for coming in. Love all of you guys that are in the chat right now. You guys are honestly great people. Everyone around us is great people. Have a happy Thanksgiving tomorrow. And also, I'm going to link my Twitter in the description. And also, TMB said, it's okay, we love you, Vogue, Chance is beautiful. And also, TMB, happy Thanksgiving. I was going to say that afterwards, but then you just interrupted me in the chat. But thank you guys for coming out today and spending your day with us for a good 40 minutes. This is a good stream. 40 minutes. Thank you guys for coming out. And I'm now ending the stream.